Alright guys, here we are back on NR2003. Today we are continuing the Whelen modified season mode, going back to Riverhead Raceway. A very crazy track, 40 laps ahead of us, 97 AI difficulty. After a great result last week at Oswego, we're going to go and take a look at the updated point standings. Alright, so a quick standings update here after the last race at Oswego. We got our first win, so we are up into 8th position. Silk still holds the lead from Kobe, Swanson, Justin Bonsignor, and then Lutz. We also led our first laps of the season in that race, and we are up to third in the lap championship. Kind of cheesed it there by having a large amount of laps in that race, but it's pretty funny. Again, up 2 spots. Consistent results, we're climbing the standings. Let's go ahead and jump into the garage and take a look at our setup for this race. And then quickly looking at the setup here, we will run the exact same setup as last time out. Give you a quick overview in case you do want to know what it's looking like. Mainly just focusing on the transmission ratios here is a big deal. Because the short straightaways, you want to try and max out in top gear as fast as you can. So that's what we're going to be doing, a lot of torque behind this car. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into qualifying and see what kind of starting position we can get for this race. It's time to qualify here at Riverhead, see how we do around here. I'm excited for this one as we proved last week that we can actually run in the front. So let's see if we can carry our momentum. We've had quite a few good results recently, been climbing up the points. So we will look to continue that today. This track is so short that the differences in qualifying are very small, so any little slip-up's gonna cost you bad here. And so that's it, our qualifying session's over, just like that. We'll see how we stack up. And it's gonna be 15th, so an 11.3, a nice mid-pack starting spot there. Looks like Lutz on the pole, but yeah, I'm not upset with that. Almost right in the middle of the pack and on the inside lane. That is very good at this track. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the race.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alright guys, it is race time here at Riverhead. 40 laps out of us here under the lights. Starting from the 15th position. Again, very thankful to be on the inside here, as it's tough when you're on the outside. So not a lot of time to chill. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you are new, subscribe. And let's get down to it here, as there is no time, nowhere to hide at Riverhead. And I know I've mentioned it before with tracks like these, but just the mental intensity that the driver faces here is unbelievable. As on tracks with longer straightaways, you have a little bit of a breather driving in a straight line. But here it's like, it's all action, and we're shoving Emmerling off into the corners, trying to get this inside lane going a little bit. Maybe I'm actually slowing him up. I just really don't want him blocking me on the inside like he is at the moment. We're actually down a spot. Emmerling just so slow off the corners. He's getting sideways. See him wiggle like that. And that's not good for us. That's going to slow us down. Bump drafting him on the straights. That's what we got to do. Got to push him through it. And bump drafting at the smallest track on the schedule, huh? I'm sure the L bumper gets used quite a bit at this track in real life. I would absolutely love to see some real life racing here in person. I think local short track racing is a ton of fun to watch. But we will clear ourselves now up into 14th. Gonna look to the inside of Emmerling. About lost it there. Wrestled it back under control. Emmerling to the inside again ahead of me. Just no good, him being too wide. We're keeping it clean. I just can't even accelerate on the straights with him breaking loose like that. Look at how much time we're losing right here. Alright, we got to get him off the bottom one way or another. There we go, where you knew it was coming. The little bump up the hill. It's going to allow me to get to the inside. Wade Cole launching himself out of the pit lane. All right, here we go. We will have to make this move work right here. We do need to clear him. And we do get it done. All right. So we now have Wade Cole a lap down there on the outside. Battling with Solomito. Solomito also getting it really sideways on the bottom. Laps will click away. Salamito very wide. We're going to dive in. Pull the NR2003 AI move on the AI. When you leave a lane open, they just shove their nose in, so we'll do that to them. We're still trying to hold it. Salamito going to clear. Can't quite get my nose in on him. Will he go wide again? Just about. Come on, baby. Just need it to dig off the corners. Really driving it aggressively here. It's sticking though. And we will muscle our way up into 12th position. Now there's a big old cluster of cars ahead of us. Try and get to the inside of Wade Cole. We're nearly 3 wide there. I'd like to clear off the lapper here. Just about get it done. We will clear, but that does not mean we have a lot of room, as it's a big pack ahead of us. Get to the inside of Tommy Catalano now, flirting with the top 10. Ooh, we got a caution. Where's it at? Alright, not on my side of the track, so thankfully we will get the yellow flag, and it's going to be past the halfway point when we see the green, so we'll see you there. Alright, so we're going to be going back to green here, 16 to go, I believe, when we get the green flag. So we've got a couple lappers on the inside. We're sitting in 12th, we're going to have cooler tires, so we just got to protect our position here from the break. And maybe we can make our way up into the top 10, see what we can do. Oh man, it is shaky on the cold tires. I got on the throttle and it did not respond well. That's alright, get them warmed up here, try and hang. Actually gonna get a look to the inside of Catalano. Oh man, we got guys stacking up ahead of us. It might be the lap cars. Can't really worry about it, just gotta focus on our race right here. Catalano actually clears me and then gets to the inside of Remo. That was a hell of a move. See if we can't follow Catalano through on the bottom. This time will be slipping away here pretty quickly. Really worried about Emmerling in my rear view mirror. I don't want him to get to my back bumper. It could be bad news. I don't really have anywhere to go, you know. It's not like I have much of a choice. So we're just kind of pinned in here on the bottom. Really need Catalano to do some work. Come on, baby. Alright, 10 laps. Very, very close to the top 10 now. Catalano clears Remo, so we should be able to follow him through. And they hook it down at the bottom, right in front of me. Oh my goodness, somehow that didn't end in disaster. Catalano got hooked on Young, and they went right down to the inside of the track. But we will see ourselves clear up into 11th now. And they're still battling hard right ahead of me. Not going to have much time left though. If we want the top 10, we got to make one more pass. Right up on Catalano's back bumper, gave him a little nudge that got him loose and slowed him down. It makes him single file ahead of me. That's what we want to see. 5 laps now, Catalano wide, but I understeer a little bit on entry. That was terrible. What am I thinking? No. I gave him the spot. See if we can't get back up there and make it happen fairly. I don't think we're going to have time. I think it might be 11th. Really lucky that I didn't wreck him or wreck myself right there. It's just a overly ambitious move. We're going to come get the white flag. And probably all said, I would have taken an 11th here in this one. Again, always frustrating to have more spots so close as we're gonna try lunge at the end, but it won't quite be enough. All right, well, it'll be 11th place. A pretty good run from
All
me
right, there's the
nonetheless.
checkered flag.
And I hope you guys did
Bring it
enjoy
on
that
home.
one.
Let's
If you
get
are
the
new
heck
to the
out of
channel,
here. The
please
yellow
consider
flag is out.
subscribing for
Let's
me.
go. Race
Do
back to the
appreciate you
line.
very much for watching, and I will see you in the next race.